Is there such a thing as a good man today? If there is, who decides what that man is like? Everyone has a different criteria for what a good man would be or should be. That's true. There is no right way to be a man that fits every man. Every man is different. There is no cookie cutter mold, and that's good. But although there is no single right way to be a man, there is always a best way for a man, for every man. If you want to become the best man you have the potential to become, this is for you. Now, what makes a man good? Completing puberty doesn't automatically turn a boy into a good man. Good men are made with intention. A man must craft his life. Women must also craft their lives. It doesn't happen magically for them either. Most of us would agree that we need more models of good men today, not just professional athletes, actors, or social media mavens, not politicians, billionaires, or bullies. Few boys and men have healthy, whole models of what it is to be a good man today. I believe good men can be made, but it is not easy. Men today live in a strange tension. Most don't know how to describe it, but it is there. I call it the tension between being weak and being wild. Weak and wild. Men in our culture receive two distinct, contradictory messages. On the one hand, our society demands that men be nice, non-aggressive, kind, domesticated. But at the same time, men hear another call, the call to be strong, manly, assertive, a little wild. And many men feel the inner urge to be a little daring and a little adventurous. Yes, wild, but safe. Which is it then? Are men to be weak or are they to be wild? Are they to be masculine or not masculine? What does it even mean to be masculine today? This is the internal and cultural tension many men exist within today. Let's think about this from a woman's perspective. Women want the men in their culture to be safe to all women and children. They do not want to fear men, and they shouldn't. This feeds the cultural message to men to be safe, weak almost. But here is what is interesting. Many individual women, however, want their man to be masculine in the classic sense. Many women want their man to be strong, confident, and virile. Many individual women, perhaps most, want their man to be anything but soft. Although they would never want their man to be dangerous, they do want their man to be adventurous. So this is the source of mixed messages men receive today. On the one hand, culturally, we want our men to be safe to others. In many ways, though, we have overcorrected, and men are told to be passive, stupid almost. If you don't believe me, take 5 minutes and research the top 5 family sitcoms or TV series over the last 20 years. In almost every case, and perhaps literally every case, the husband or father character is a disaster. Every episode finds him making a mess of things that his wife or kids or mother must clean up for him. That's usually the entire plot progression. At the same time, there is the message men receive from their romantic partners and society's dialogue on romantic relationships between men and women, which is altogether different. They hear, be strong, be virile, be confident, be manly. Treat her as feminine. Don't be a nice sweetheart of a man all the time. That's boring. Be assertive. Show some chivalry, damn it. Have a little wild side, sir. And then furthermore, for many men, they're loaded with testosterone and an internal biological wiring forged over eons of time in human development to be aggressive and strong. Since time immemorial, men spent their existence hunting, playing, fighting, and protecting. But today those roles are not necessary, and they're often demeaned. I'm particularly concerned about the new men today. You who are in your 20s, your whole life has been lived within this cultural tension. And many new men have been convinced there's something wrong with them. That as a man, by their very nature, they're broken, bad. But I know that you believe in yourself and your personal potential. I know that you believe you are worthy. You are good. Let's make you better. So what should men do today? Here's the answer. They must adapt to their culture. Men must be safe. But adaptation to the culture should not prevent men from the natural expressions of masculinity, many of which are hardwired in men, that they must express to feel joyful and fulfilled in life. This is what it means to be a good man today, to thrive between the tension between weak and wild. Men should be good, not always nice, but good. Men should be strong inside and out. And men should be safe, not soft. Look, throughout the course of human history, men were expected to be physically strong. They were expected to hunt, fight, and protect. They were expected to initiate and perform sexually to propagate the species. They were often expected to fight to the death if needs be, to protect the family, the clan, or the village. Men had to hunt wild frickin' animals with rocks, sticks, and nets. Survival depended on it. Now, men were wired internally to do so, and the culture reinforced that necessity. Now, of course, the human experience has changed dramatically. It's changed gradually over the last 200 years and then at a breakneck pace for the last 40 years. Being larger in size and strength is no longer an advantage. Men don't have to stand ready to fend off predators or attacking bands or tribes. We don't lose sleep at night because the subdivision next to ours might break in and kill us and drag away the women and children. And in most first world countries, the men wouldn't have a clue how to hunt, track, and kill a wild animal to feed their family tonight. I wouldn't. So those are all great developments. Today, male aggression is frowned upon. Male aggression is considered dangerous. Our culture has taken significant steps to minimize it and make men safe, and that's good. I want you to be safe. I want men to be safe. I want us all to be safe. But here's the thing. In our well-intentioned effort to make men safe, we have in many ways made them weak. But weak men are not safe at all. They're dangerous. Weak men bottle their tension within until it explodes. Weak men also shrivel up in passivity. They lose touch with their core. Their core needs to produce, provide, and protect. I believe that we need to stop and define what a good, strong man is. And here's a key word: control. Good, strong men have control of their physical strength. In fact, good, strong men are strong in the inside and the outside. They have inner strength and stamina, just as women do. Good men have control of their relationships. Good men have control of their words. They use their words to build others up rather than tear them down. So what is a weak man? What does he look like? First, there are the obvious physical aspects to this. There is physical weakness, which might be summarized as a lack of physical power and fitness. Now, are men overall less physically fit these days? Absolutely, in every criteria. Men are less active, more sedentary, more obese than ever before in human history. Why? Well, because survival these days isn't dependent upon a man's physical activity and readiness. Hunting, warring, and such are just not a part of the male experience today. Many men sit in front of computers all day and monitors all night. Although our cultural norms have changed over the last 200 years, our biological wiring has not made any corresponding changes. It hasn't. However far back as humanity stretches, this was the required pattern. This is who we have been. Whether it harkens back to the primate development and early man on the African savanna, or the roles of men and women from the Garden of Eden, you are who you are because of who they were. So let's talk about men and being a safe man. It's good that there are many checks on men today. They can't just do whatever the hell they want just because they are a man. Just because you may happen to be physically stronger than someone else doesn't give you a license to intimidate or threaten. If you try that, we're going to lock you up. We want men to be physically safe to others. That's the physical aspect, but there is even more to it than that. Yes, and it is directly related to our physical strength. See, in most cultures throughout human history, men have had more rights and freedoms than women because of their physical power. And sadly, many men took advantage of those rights and freedoms. Today, thank goodness, we have removed most of those, and I hope soon all of them. Men should have no intrinsic societal rights and freedoms that are greater than those of a woman. But something has been communicated to men in the process, and it is this: Your strength is dangerous. The roles you have played throughout human history, provider and protector, need to change. You must balance that by becoming passive. Culturally, we have linked passivity to safety. And accordingly, men are more passive today than they have ever been. As fathers, men are passive. Men are more disconnected and disengaged from their children. Many men do not take the responsibility they need to help raise their kids. As husbands and romantic partners, men are more passive. They're often afraid of being honest about their needs and are striving for equality, which is great. Men haven't yet found their bearings. I believe that is precisely the definition of a weak man. A weak man is passive. He doesn't take an active role with his kids, his relationships, and even his own life. Passivity is inactivity, stagnation, fear, untapped potential. Passivity is being silent when you should speak up. Passivity is indifference when injustice occurs. Passivity is waiting for someone else to take care of it, someone else to admonish your child. Passivity is playing video games or watching TV when responsibilities are calling. It's not investing in yourself or your family. Now, this is not a man-bashing session. I would be the last one to do that. There are plenty of others who will do that. I'll leave it to them. But we must make an honest assessment of where we are. As men have become more and more passive, they become more and more disillusioned. And women have quite often become disillusioned with men as well. Look, humans need to be active. Men need to be active. Men need to be productive and provide for others. It's in our DNA. This is a major source of life satisfaction and meaning for men. And I believe that many men have lost touch with this need and are just simply existing. This is why I say weak men are dangerous men. Weak men don't know who they are or what they stand for. Often they don't stand for anything at all. Weak men do not have control over themselves. They don't have self-discipline. Sadly, our prison system is filled with men who are physically strong, but have made egregious momentary decisions when they were out of control, when they were weak. Look, there is a path to become a good man. A good man lives, even thrives, in this tension between weak and wild. And on this channel, I will explain my philosophy of what makes a man good. Very little of it, if any, is moral in nature. This is not a lesson in morality. I won't attempt to describe what a good man's conviction should be or social or religious views should be. I will touch on basic human physical, social, and psychological needs. Good men are loyal. Good men forgive. Good men can work with their hands and their minds, are active and engaged. Good men have a plan for their personal growth and are willing to take the high road and delay gratification when warranted. We need more good men today. I love to explain how a good man can shape his life from the inside out. This begins with the man's individual life, his personal world. This includes discovering his identity and the forces that have shaped his development and made him the man he is today. This enables a man to understand himself and then craft a plan of personal development for his future. Next, digging a little deeper into his personal world, we examine a good man's body, mind, and spirit. Look, men must take their physical fitness and wellness seriously. They don't have to be in the gym every day or look like a chiseled Adonis. But we cannot deny that our body is the source of our physical power, and it feeds our mind and energizes everything we do. It should be active, firm, and resilient. I'll show you how men can build a stronger body through a self-driven plan for physical activity and nutrition planning. And men can be more prepared for the obstacles life will throw at them. So we'll examine a good man's mind. Good men have a strategic plan for their lives. They know their personal virtues, have a positive and realistic outlook, and live congruent lives. They are the men they claim to be. Minimal duplicity and deception. And beyond a man's body and mind, there is his spirit. Let me define what I mean by a person's spirit. I don't refer to the immaterial part of a person that may outlive this life and enter another. I don't refer to the soul. By spirit, I mean that part of every person, every man, that longs for more than this mundane life, that longs to be a part of something greater than their individual life and leave something of value behind. Look, at times the human spirit is filled with wonder and awe, at times sorrow and suffering. Your spirit is that part of your life that longs for meaning and fulfillment, a sense of purpose and destiny. When men don't possess those, they usually wither away into passivity or disillusionment. We can change that. And of course, a critical area of every man's life is his relationships. Good men work on their relationships. They improve their family and friendships. They have firm boundaries. They give and guard their hearts. In their romantic relationships, they know their needs and strive to meet the needs of their partners and spouses. Good men possess a drive to be productive and add value to the world, to work hard. So we examine a man's professions, which are comprised of the causes and careers that he's equipped to work in and has the motivation to remain focused. We will uncover how a man can strive for health and balance in his professions while fueling his ambition and drive to succeed. Men, become the best man you can become in your own authentic way. Women, discover how good men are made and share these concepts with others and encourage the men in your life. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share.